everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is Psyche Libertina, and today we are gonna look at Spirit's message for you. I decided to just do a reading after some time, no topic really on mind. So if you're seeing this, then this message could be for you. If you're new to my channel, hello, welcome. Please feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're new to pick a pile, then basically I have here three piles for you to choose from. Could be the design, the color, whichever you think resonates with you. So for pile number one, we have here the White Fly Tarot. For pile number two, we have the Marchetti Tarot. And for pile number three, we have here the Maker's Tarot. So pause the video if you like. Now, once you've chosen, head over down to the timestamps to see the clickable link of your video, and I will see you there. Hey there, pal number one. Thank you so much for being here. So if you chose our White Fly Tarot, so this is gonna be your reading. This is gonna be Spirit's message for you. If you're looking for some advice or probably some things on your mind, and you came across this video, then most likely this video is for you. I am not going to use a lot of oracle cards. I'm just going to use an astrology card just to check the energy of the reading. Now, if you can't resonate with the reading, then most likely this isn't your pile. Feel free to choose other piles. Absolutely okay to be drawn to more than one pile. And similarly, if you're not drawn to any of the energies of each of the pile, then most likely there isn't any reading for you on this video. So we're gonna start by picking up an astrology card for you. So you have here the 8th house. Okay, transformation, karma, facing fears, and legacy. So this could be about you could be caught up, tired, parang burnt out or something. Let's see how that's gonna play into your tarot. To be fair, I haven't really done an quite a number of reading na. Okay, so Spirit, what's your message for pile number one? So you have here 6 Kermit. So yeah, this could actually be an issue of the heart. It could be could very well be a love reading, but we're gonna check. But this is definitely something, or this has definitely something to do with how you see yourself, or kung ano man yung issue ninyo within yourself. You see here 2 bones. Funny kasi they're very similar, so bones. So it could be, parang you're not just in reference to the skeletal system, but I think na parang right now this is a message about what you value, your foundations, the choices that you've been making in the past, probably in the past few months. So let's draw some cards first. 8th Strength. Wow. You have here both 8 houses. 6 of Wands. And again, there's a heart there. You have here the 5 of Pentacles. And 6 the Lovers. Okay. Back of the deck, you have the 6 of Cups. You see that? Let me move your cards. Okay. So what message is there? Okay. So pile number one, I know I mentioned kanina na parang this could be about this message could be about a question about your foundation, or probably you're just seeking something about your foundation regarding the choices that you've been making. With the 6 of Cups being here, the 6 of Cups does have an energy of nostalgia. So kumbaga parang yung mga nakaraan ng bagay, whether it be people or things that happened in the past, it has this energy. And with your first card here, with your first card here being the eighth house, and then strength appearing here, which is um the Leo side. So you could be a Leo, um or have that in your chart. But for some reason, I think pile number one, this message for you is actually a confirmation that you're not really making the wrong choices. With the Five of Pentacles being here, it could be na yung mga choices that you've made, or you think that you've made the wrong choices kasi um they don't come as seamless, or things don't happen as seamless. Kumbaga parang it could be na in with regards to your relationship, you could have chosen someone which you thought would be the best, but ended up na parang medyo nagiging difficult yung relationship, may mga struggles. Or it could be na regarding your career, it could be na you decided to move companies, but then medyo nahihirapan ka on how things are turning out for you. So I think pile number one right now, you're being reminded that these choices are actually what led you to a better situation right now. So I think that parang if you're going to look back, again, with the Six of Cups being here, if you're going to look back at your previous situation and compare to how things are for you right now, I think na parang, kumbaga, hindi mo lang siguro napapansin, but you're in a far better position now. It's not as easy as how it was before, but it's definitely better. For example, let's say you got a promotion, 'di ba? So, there is money that comes with it. There is prestige, but at the same time, also, when much is given, much is required. And I remember kanina lang, parang we had a Bible study earlier, and my sister, parang sort of like my sister said that na parang when much is given, much is required. So I think na you are being reminded that these hardships that you're experiencing in relation to this choice that you made isn't really a hardship kasi it's not meant for you. It's the hardship that comes with the territory. For example, you decided to get married, especially with this very bare, um which looks like a woman to me, very bare image here that has like a veil. So it could be na parang you decided to get married, or if you are going through some cycle of, I don't know why I thought about it, but if you're trying to recover from a death of a family member, if you're blaming yourself for that, I think na parang you shouldn't, and you're being reminded of that um with the Six of Wands right here. Kasi nga, um, in every choice that you make, syempre naman, kumbaga, parang I think na for you, pile number one, I think na yung choice that you made, it's something that speaks to you. Na, kumbaga, within your heart and within your soul, you believe that it's what is meant to be, or it is what's true, or it is what will serve you the best. However, kumbaga parang you're having second thoughts about it kasi hindi nga siya ganun kadali. So this reading just serves as a reminder for you, pile number one, na you made the right choice with this one being at the center of your card. You made the right choice. Whatever leap of faith you took a chance on, dun sa mga times that you were introspecting, those times na parang you were trying to think kung ano ba talaga yung tama para sa'yo. Whatever leap of faith you took at this point, moving on to where you are now, this has given you the success, the happiness, the prosperity that you needed or that you required from that decision that you made. The hardships will be there, as you can see here. Parang, di ba, nahihirapan siya, but this person is still a king. So, yes, the throne, and as you go up the corporate ladder, or as you go through life, it will be difficult. It's gonna get a little colder, it's gonna get more lonelier, but it's part of the territory. Just because it's not easy, doesn't mean that it's the wrong decision. In fact, di ba, sabi nga nila, um, um, if it's too easy, then probably it's not worth it. So, itong with the lover's card being here, which is why I said na parang this could be about a marriage situation. You could be in a situation, again, this is a general reading, so only take what resonates. Pero again, this with the lover's card being here and the hermit card appearing like this with butterflies here and flowers, this could be like a step into a different type of relationship. You could have, gotten married recently or have gotten into a relationship which parang right now medyo on a rough patch kayo. So no, you're being reminded na it's just really a phase. Kumbaga parang kailangan mo lang talaga siyang pagdaanan. So, let's get some more advice for you. Pile number one on how you're gonna weather through this. Because I think one of the hardest things that we can do, or we as humans have to go through, is yung parang you're not convinced that what you're doing is right. So parang instead of just going through it, instead of having patience for better things to manifest, nawawalan tayo ng pasensya, nagmamadali tayo, so we move on to the next thing that we can grasp or we can get our hands on, which tuloy parang with a lack of patience nagkakagulo tuloy. So you have here the Two of Cups in reverse. So yeah, if you have your decision, you have your indecision. So this guidance could have something to do about indecision, or being confused, or kumbaga parang basically regretting your decisions. You have here the Ten of Wands. So yeah, oh, okay, you have here the Hierophant. You have here the High Priestess, both in reverse. Such strong cards. Ang dami ninyong ang dami ninyong major arcana cards. So I think that right now you could be in this situation that you're in, and probably why it's very unsettling is because um not just na it's very real, it could be na parang marami nakasalalay. Parang this just really affects a lot of things in your life. And then you have your Nine of Wands in reverse. Back of the deck, you have the King of Cups. I just mentioned kanina yung about the king. Let me move this. Okay, so you can see your cards. What is this card? So lumabas. And the Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay. All right. So, what is your advice? Pile number one. Okay. So, with Hierophant being here and the High Priestess, I think right now kasi you're sort of experiencing certain enlightenment, which kumbaga parang there are certain things that you refuse to learn. Yon. That's what I wanted to say. Um I think kasi na parang this isn't the first time for most of you that you were caught in this situation na parang tipong meron kang ginawang desisyon, pinagsisihan mo, so you tried to, patch things up, or trinay mong parang i-manipulate yung situation, which led you to being in more parang precarious situations, or which led to other decisions, which ended up badly na parang probably there were a lot of instances, and this is true for most of you, at least kayo, pile number one, na minsan parang meron kang decision na ginawa. Tapos, parang inisip mo na parang, mali siguro kasi ganyan, bakit hindi siya nag-workout, and then may gagawin ka ulit na iba. Kasi hindi ka makapag-intay dun sa results nung nauna, na nag-end up lalo, na gumugulo yung situation. So, you're being reminded of that. Now, whatever this decision is that you made, whether it be about a relationship, for most of you, it would be about a relationship. I said that on the onset of your pile. Wag nyo nang i-regret yung situation. Wag nyo nang i-regret whatever choice you made. If you decided to walk away from that person, don't regret it. If you decided to stay with that person, don't regret it. Kasi the regret will only be the thing that will burden you. It's not really, kumbaga, what will happen, but from how I'm seeing your cards, it really isn't wrong. Yung choice ninyo, hindi siya mali. Especially with the King of Cups being here as your underlying energy, and the Seven of Swords being in reverse. So, yung tricky situation ninyo before, the indecision, if there were issues on, kumbaga parang on infidelity, or if there were issues on yung tipo mang hindi kayo magkaintindihan with your partner, or yung like sa trabaho ninyo, don't pay too much, kumbaga parang, huwag niyo nang balikan yung nakaraan. Huwag niyo nang balikan yung nakaraan. Out of that tricky situation na kayo, of that very difficult situation, right now, you're in this stage na you already hold your cup. You know what to do with it. You know where to go. So, don't, kumbaga parang, don't, how should I put it? Parang, it's not just don't regret it, pero parang don't doubt. Don't doubt your capability or your ability to choose the correct things in life. With the Ten of Wands being here, underneath the Strength card, I think kasi na parang one of your burdens is actually, which probably some people could have told you about this. One of the burdens that you have is malakas yung loob mo in terms of making decisions, in terms of starting something. However, meron din kayong tendency na sa sobrang lakas ng loob niyo, you feel na parang every decision that you've made or every decision that you make is made on a whim. Na parang, ay, siguro nagkamali ako. You have a very bad habit of doubting yourself, pile number one. And right now, you're being told na no, don't doubt yourself. Whatever decision it is that you've made, stick with it. Yung you thinking that it's not gonna work or you made the wrong decision is not gonna do you any good. It's just gonna be a burden for you. And once you've overcome this, yung ganitong pattern of making a decision, regretting, and then making something else, and then regretting, and then making something else, and then regretting, that's what's hindering you from experiencing yung true fulfillment within. You can't always be on a battle. You can't always keep on fearing things that haven't happened yet. If you made the choice, and if you see na parang you are in a better situation right now, whether it be more difficult, um or parang kumbaga, whether it requires more from you, but if you're in a better situation right now, like yung sample ko nga kanina about, being promoted, or landing a new job, if your situation right now definitely is better than where you were before, then don't regret the decision that you made, which helped you to get to where you are right now. Okay, so that's it, pile number one. Thank you so much for staying with me. If you did like this video, please to give me a thumbs up, comment down below if you want me to check on anything. Also, to follow me on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram, Psyche Libertina. I post regular daily readings over there. All right, so thank you so much again, pile number one, and I will see you on your next reading. Bye. Hey there, pal number two. Thank you so much for staying with me. If you picked our Marchetti Tarot, so this is going to be a reading. I don't have a lot of oracle cards for you right now. We're just going to use an astrology card to basically check a theme of your reading. So this is going to be spirit's message for you on your current situation, whatever it may be. Again, laging laging general message ko, if you're able to resonate with this video, then most likely this is the message for you. Now, if not, then please feel free to check other piles. It's absolutely okay to be drawn to more than one pile. And similarly, if you can't resonate to any of the message of the piles, then most likely there isn't any reading for you on this video. So just trust your gut. Pile number two. All right, so you have here Jupiter, grow and expand. All right. Very nice. Very nice. Just put that there. Now let's draw your cards para we can get a better view muna of what this situation is. Could be leaving something. File number two. Just a thought. And you have here a lot of pink, so this could be like a love reading or probably a choice. So you have here the Queen of Swords in reverse. Yeah, choice it is. Okay. You have here the Queen of Wands, the Fool in reverse, the Ten of Swords. Okay, let me move your cards now. Then we have Space. One more. Oh, okay, here. And you have the Eight of Coins in reverse. Okay. So, back of the deck, you have the King of Coins. Okay. So, what do we see here? Pile number 2. So, this could be very much a career reading. Um, Compared to what I said earlier na, well, to be fair, I didn't say naman na parang it could be a love reading. Parang it's just, it's more of like a choice. So, for most of you, this could be a career reading. Yeah, give me 1 second. There. So, for most of you, this could be a career reading. Now, let's talk about this Fool in reverse here. I think kasi right now, pile number 2, with regards to your career, you're being very, very careful of moving. There is movement here. I did say earlier when I picked it on Jupiter cards, you could be moving or something. So it could be that you're moving jobs or you're trying to move jobs. Now, with the Queen of Swords being here and the Queen of Wands, I think you are torn between staying where you are, which doesn't serve you already, or moving on to something better, which you're not really sure how it would turn out. Okay? So, I think kasi na parang yung current situation mo or yung recent past situation mo in terms of your career pile number 2, it could be that the job is no longer serving your highest good. It could be na parang you find yourself always trying to procrastinate on looking for something better. Even though deep inside, na parang it doesn't make you happy. Especially with all of the blues here, to me, parang right now, I'm feeling a parang blue, really. Or something that's very, very sad. If I'm not mistaken, this is the Virgo sign. Yeah, that's a Virgo sign. So, I think that parang right now, also, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, that's also Libra. Libra and Virgo. So, two very practical signs, right? So, I think na parang right now, yung current na situation mo, hindi na siya nagsiserve ng mga kailangan mo. It could be na this job has been very easy for you, sort of something na tipong you're all not naman na you're not growing, pero it doesn't serve your purpose already, or whatever it is that you think is your purpose. So you're sort of like caught between being stuck to something that's more comfortable, kumbaga, even though it goes beyond your very nature, or going for something that would reignite that passion that you have. I think that for most of you, pile number 2, you are very career-oriented people, whether it be a career or a business. Basically, kung ano man yung ginagawa ninyo on the daily, this is currently where you are right now. Now, with the Fool card being here in reverse, um, I think that one of the things that you consider would be the people that you will be leaving behind in your current job. Um, pero you're looking at things on a more mature mindset na parang, yeah, parang they can't really just rely. Um, Rely on you forever, and you also have to look out for yourself. I think kasi na parang for you, pile number 2, etong movement na to has been long overdue. Now, with the 10 of Swords being here in reverse, I think na parang yung current situation ninyo kasi, or yung current job ninyo, has already taken a lot from you. It has required a lot of effort, a lot of sacrifice from your part, which in turn gives you challenges to continue working with them, with those people, or with that company. So right now, I think pile number 2, there is something for you in the horizon, and you are being pushed, your buttons are being pushed, nahihirapan ka, nasistress ka, kasi both of these, if you look at them, they're very strained, very, very strained, especially with the Eight of Coins being here. On this specific deck, parang hirap na hirap siya, right? Parang what you're doing doesn't really coincide with your strengths. Especially, ayan, no, may parang Joker cap siya, pero the Eight of Coins talks about, expertise, creativity, just really bettering your work. So, right now, yung nafe-feel mong exhaustion, pile number two, you're being pushed. Yung buttons in you are being pushed. And to be fair, diba, number two is about a choice. It's about unity. It's about things falling together. It's about moving from one place to another, or it's not really about staying where you are. Two as a number. And in fact, pag tinignan mo tong deck na to, diba, two masks. So whether you go up or you go down, up to you. Now, with this situation in your career, pile number two, there is something that's going for you. Sorry, I said kanina king. This isn't a king. This is actually a knight. A knight, the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is a very careful energy. It's active, it's moving, but it's very calculated. So I think right now that's what's happening sa situation ninyo. You may feel na parang it's very slow, but you're gonna be moving. There is movement here, pile number two. Trust that there is. Yung desire ninyo to move, you can see here, um, you can see here na parang yung desire ninyo to move, to rise up, and I did say kanina parang whether you go up or down, seeing this dragon here, which I thought was a phoenix, pero yung you rising up from wherever ashes you were burned before. Kasi I think na parang yung job ninyo, or yung current na situation, your career situation, your pile number two, I don't think that it served you well. It provided for what you needed, but it also took a lot from you. It also took a lot of sacrifice from you. It could be na parang with two swords here, both in reverse. That this could be something that didn't really serve you, your truth. It could be na parang there were, parang it challenged you intellectually, it challenged you emotionally, not because you were weak about it, or not because you didn't know what you wanted, but it's because parang yun yung naging current situation. Think of it like office gossip. You could have been caught in that situation, which is why you're very challenged. But right now you're finding that spark within you na parang, no, this isn't where I wanna be and I wanna move. Which if you're asking for good news, then this is already good news and confirmation that there is something coming for you. Pile number two. Okay? It's rather slow, as is the energy of the Knight of Coins. And to think na nandito ko siya nilagay kasi hindi siya kasha. So about your work, there is movement there. There is actual movement, calculated movement, which will turn positively. Trust me on that. Pile number two. And if hindi yun mangyari, parang go comment down below. Kasi I really think that your buttons are being pushed para gumalaw ka. Alam mo yun, parang sometimes kasi when you're too comfortable where you are, hindi ka na gumagalaw. So kaya ka nahihirapan ngayon, these exhaustions that you're feeling both mentally and physically, is actually pushing you para mag-move ka. Now, for your advice, you have here the Three of Coins, the Chariot in reverse. Huh. The Chariot is here, ruled by Libra. You have here the King of Cups in reverse. So what's the advice for you? Yeah. So I think that, okay, let me pull up two more cards. Advice for Parliament. You have the King of Wands. Oh my God, you have a lot. You have here the King of Wands, the Queen of Wands. And one more. You have the Nine of Cups. Okay, so let's move it here. Where lang? How do we do it there? Yeah. And then back of your deck, you have the Page of Coins. Yeah, So, okay. So, I don't think I need to tell you about this page of coins. What advice is there for you? There's something that's coming for you. It's really an offer already. It's already on the table. Hindi nyo pa lang siguro siya nakikita ngayon kasi it could be na whenever I'm doing this reading, it could be na it's coming soon. But there is an offer of something greater for you. You have your both coins, both very active energies. And with the page of coins talks about a fresh start. And when I say fresh, I mean how fresh can you get? Diba? With all of those leaves and this bunny, the bunny is always a sign of good luck, especially in Chinese astrology. Or it could be also an offer for a family. So side note, since this is a general reading, and with Jupiter energy being here, Jupiter talks about expansion, talks about things being better, greater, bolder, making bigger decisions, and really having that courage to just move. After all, this is ruled by Sagittarius, which is a very active, very happy energy, and you even have here a horse. So everything looks very cohesive, at least on it from an image perspective. Now, what advice is there for you? Something that you need to work on. Something that you need to work on. Pile number two. You need to, you need to not just marry, but you need to align. You need to align with action. You need to align your actions with your thoughts and your emotions. And you need to really focus on yourself. Okay? I said kanina, one of the things that could be stopping you from moving in this career choice of yours would be probably the people or the friends that you've made, which is why you've become tired and weary kasi parang you think that you have the responsibility to stay with people to make them happy. Now, your advice here is you have to work on yourself more. With the Nine of Cups being here, the Nine of Cups talks about happiness, personal happiness, and there's also a dog here. Remember, yourself is your own best friend. And that's what my grandmother used to tell me. Na parang and I think that for people who have encountered hardships, ang maaasahan mo lang naman talaga, especially during these types of instances kapag ka nahihirapan ka, sarili mo lang naman talaga. So I think that right now the advice for you would be to focus on moving towards what serves you the best. The offer is already on the table. If you're going to move, I think that it could be that as you're reading this, it could be that they're already drafting your contract. They're already trying to draft an offer. And if the offer is there, then go take it. Because this will be the start of something bigger for you. Remember, Jupiter is a very bold energy. Siya yung energy na parang tipong expand kung expand. And it's not just like expand on a on a mild level. It's expansion at its biggest level. And that's really how I feel for with pink here, with a lot of pink here, and even your deck being colored pink, and even with Jupiter here being pink. I think of pink as a happy color. In fact, earlier I was just parang looking at the Sakura 2023 na parang Starbucks whatever, and they're all pink, pink or purple, pero it's a happy feeling. And I think in cherry blossom season, 'di ba? Parang it's always a happy season. It's something that marks happiness coming. Okay, so for you, I think na parang yung magiging movement na to, yes, kumbaga parang you're blinded with where your decision is blind because of probably how long you've stayed where you are, or in this company that you're in. But remember that you have to look out for yourself, and you have to continue to focus on working out for yourself. Pile number two, you have to marry, kailangan i-align mo yung action mo with your feelings and with what you want. It can't be na parang you want something but then you're feeling down or frustrated or sad about actually making a move or trying to move. Okay, so that's the advice for you. And regarding this one, the Knight of Coins and the Page of Coins, you will be moving. Pile number two, at least that's what I see here. If you are already in the process of applying to move, then rest assured that you will be given that benefit. I think you already know where you're going to move, and it's just really a matter of timing, but the offer is already there. Okay? So, panghawakan nyo yun and just really, have it within your heart. Find it within your heart. Don't be too emotional about certain things. Like I said, those friends, if they're really your friends, even if you move jobs, they'll still be your friend. Okay? So don't be too emotional about it. Fill your own cup, pile number two, and just really focus on what can make you better. Okay? This dream of yours, what ignites you, this passion of yours, and just really focus on that. Alright? So that's it. Pile number two. Thank you so much for staying with me. If you did like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Comment down below if you want me to check on anything. Do follow me on Instagram and Facebook, Psyche Libertina, and also on TikTok, since I post data random readings over there. Alright? So thank you again, pile number two, and I will see you on your next reading. Bye! Hey there, pal number three. Thank you so much for being here. So if you chose our Maker's Tarot, then this is gonna be your reading for the message that Spirit has for you. I don't really have a lot of oracle cards. I'm just gonna use this one astrology deck just to check the energy. What's wrong with me? Um and yeah, so if you can't resonate with the readings or with the cards later, at least with the initial energy of the reading, then please feel free to check other videos or other piles. It's absolutely okay to be drawn to more than one pile. And similarly, if you can't resonate with any of the three piles today, then most likely there is an message for you on this reading. So let's get your energy first. Spirit, what's your message for pile number three? You have here house 12, spirituality, transcendence, karma, sacrifice, and healing. Okay. Okay. I don't know why I checked that, but I saw opposition. All right. And then here, let us get some clarity first. Funny thing is, I checked this one. And it says opposition. And opposition is imbalance, a point of tension, and a power struggle. Funny kasi the 12th house is ruled by Pisces, which, just really talks about mixed emotions or not being happy where you are. You're being reminded not to make harsh decisions. Period of self-doubt. So most likely your pile is going to be about it. If you're experiencing some self-doubt, we're going to see what area exactly of your life, but most likely it has something to do with that. And this is actually very similar to one of the piles today. So if you chose two piles today, then I suggest you really check out the other pile. You have here the High Priestess in reverse. So yeah, very similar with that pile, because that pile also had this one also in reverse. You have the Queen of Wands in reverse. You have the Devil in reverse. Two of Swords in reverse. And the Ace of Pentacles upright. Alright. Now, back on the deck, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Yes, very similar energy with that pile. Okay, so if you also chose pile number one, then yeah, this is a very similar energy. So this can talk about a certain confusion about yourself. So what's the message that there is for you? Okay, I know I said this as well on that pile, but there are some things that you don't want to learn or you refuse to learn. Pile number three. And with the Two of Swords being here, an indecision is also a decision. Okay? So the similarity is very uncanny with pile number one. The only difference is that this looks to be your situation when you thought that the first decision you made isn't the right one. Ito yung parang tipong gusto mo na mag-rebound or tipong gusto mo na parang i-reverse yung mga decisions mo. So, you're stuck. Right now, pile number three, it could be na you're in a situation where things didn't turn out well because of a certain decision that you made. You feel that you were blinded. You felt na parang you got into this situation ng sort of like over your head, or no head. Na tipo parang you didn't get to use your brain. And kumbaga parang nabigla ka na this doesn't, you feel that your current situation doesn't really serve you anymore, doesn't really make you happy, which is what's causing you yung etong self-doubt and confusion. House 12 talks about um being in a period of crisis. Okay? Um talks about parang us really having troubles within ourselves. Pisces energy has that, yung kumbaga parang, has that energy na parang we tend to be sometimes too critical of ourselves. And that's what you're experiencing right now, not just with yourself, but also with the choices that you've been making. With the Two of Swords being here in reverse, I think that parang right now you don't know where to start kasi you don't know if you can take another disappointment in life. Now, with the Ace of Pentacles being here, you are being assured that your current situation or whatever is happening that's not so good right now, your confusion, yung probably na parang like with this one, parang um things being very messy in your life na parang ang ingay-ingay, if you can see that. I don't know if it's focusing. Let me focus that. There. If you can see that, na parang, um, alam mo, you have your fabric, you have your stuff, paint, na parang halo-halo. Aren't your clothes supposed to be, oh my God, sorry. There. Aren't your clothes or fabric supposed to be somewhere else? Kumbaga, if you're gonna do art, your life, or you think that you're in a very messy situation right now, but you're being promised, pile number 3, that everything is gonna be better. With the Ace of Pentacles here, the Ace of Pentacles can talk about, or it talks about, a fresh start, in life, in things that matter in this physical world. It could be your job, your family. It could be your job, your family, a new opportunity at work, a new business opportunity. So you're being promised that. Stop doubting yourself. Sorry, and then this is what's in reverse. Stop doubting yourself. Pile number 3. And like, katulad na nagkamali ako, di ba? Parang, just because nagkamali ka, doesn't mean na hindi mo na siya pwedeng i-reverse. It could be as simple as just really accepting na parang, okay, nagkamali ako. Now, if nothing is going wrong, then what is there for you to be worried about? Sorry, pile number 3. Now, with the Wheel of Fortune being here and the Ace of Pentacles being here together, um, whatever is confusing you, whatever is causing you to self doubt, all of those are going to be resolved. If you're worried about money, you're going to have money. If you're worried about peace of mind, you're going to have peace of mind. You don't have to over engineer the steps that you're taking in order to be in a better situation. What do I mean by over engineer? Sometimes kasi when we want things to be better, we overthink. Na parang we want things to be so spotless, so perfect. Na parang like this one. You have your wallet, but you don't know which tool you're gonna choose. To me, it looks like, are you gonna choose cleaning or are you gonna choose doing art? Which are two totally unrelated things when it comes to the wallet, right? Sorry, it's not focusing. Oh my God, there. When it comes to the wallet. Pero, sometimes, oh, there. Sometimes you just have to really see things with a clearer perspective in order for you to choose better. Okay? And hindi kailangan na parang lagi mo ida-doubt yung sarili mo. Kasi right now, I think pile number 3 for you. You're already afraid of moving forward kasi you think na parang all of the choices you will make mag-end up badly. So you're being promised here that no, it's not the case for this current situation. Things are gonna get better. You're gonna be given a chance to move forward and to have something that's really, really wonderful. And actually, it's just gonna everything is just gonna fold into place. Parang here, fold here. You're gonna be taught. See, parang you're gonna be taught. Ayan. Sorry, is it focusing there? Na parang tuturuan ka na kung ano yung gagawin mo. ang kailangan mo na lang is execute siya. I saw earlier pag angat ko nito with the Eight of Wands being here in reverse. Probably kaya kayo nagkakaganyan kasi you think na um parang it's not, kumbaga parang it's not gonna happen kasi it's very very slow. Right now, ngayon sasabihin ko sa inyo, para number 3, patience is a virtue. Yun talaga. Yun yung situation ninyo ngayon. Stop doubting yourself and stop thinking that it's the wrong decision just because it's not happening as fast as you would expect it to be. Now, let's get some advice for you, your thought, regarding your thoughts and your current situation. Okay, thank you. You have here the Queen of Swords, upright, the World in reverse, Ten of Cups in reverse, Nine of Wands in reverse, one more, and you have the Magician in reverse. Back of the deck, you have Strength in reverse. Parang lahat ng tao ngayon confused, ah. Okay. With Strength in reverse here, I think pile number 3. The way that I'm seeing here, di ba, para siyang tattoo. I think kasi na parang right now, you have to muster the courage to accept na life, you can't keep on living your life through evading things. You know, whatever it is that you do, whether it be simple, complicated, or whatever, it will leave a mark in your life. There is really no running away from, there's just really no running away from things. Kahit hindi pwedeng, you feel na parang, like I said kanina, di ba? Indecision is also a decision. Hindi pwede na parang just because you feel na parang you don't want to feel or you don't want to go through this, hindi ka nagagalaw. Kasi even that choice will put a mark on you. Hindi siya yung tipong just because hindi ka gumalaw, may iwasan mo yung mga certain things. Now, as for your advice, I think na similar to what I mentioned kanina, don't overthink it. Don't over engineer kung ano yung mga magiging actions mo. It's very basic. The advice here is very basic. I think that you just have to stick on working on whatever you think would serve you. Whatever would be your truth. If you think, and I mean think, like use your head, you know, kumbaga with this one here, with parang the sledgehammer here, and also this one, and this one doesn't have a head. So parang, and the sword, and you have here the Queen of Swords, which is a very intellectual energy. I think na parang you just have to really focus on the tangible, calculatable aspects of things for you to consider. I'm not saying na parang sobrang, like I said, there has to be some balance in it. With the World card being here, there has to be some balance in it on how you're going to approach this situation in your life. Right now, kasi masyado kang takot na magkamali, pile number 3, which you're already forgetting how to live. Na parang takot ka magkamali, na parang, you just don't you don't want to move, you don't want to go through it, and this is already a lesson na parang you just refuse to learn. Inabes ka na kasi pinagsasabihan, and probably people have already told you about this, especially with House 12 being here, na you cannot keep on doubting yourself. Parang sometimes you really need to make mistakes in order for you to learn, and making mistakes doesn't necessarily mean that you're a failure or a bad person. It's just really something that happens to humans. And as an advice for you, focus on what you think would be the best for you. If you think that parang going through something or getting involved in this relationship or moving to this next job or changing houses or buying a house or not buying a house or buying a car instead of, commuting every day, if you think and you've already sort of like considered your options, the factors that will affect this is a very intellectual energy. Pile number 3. If you think that that's going to be what's good for you, then you go for that. With the World card being here, the Ten of Cups, the Nine of Wands, and the Magician, these are very positive cards, which if you only focus on what you think is good for you, if you try to really like calculate and be practical and be intellectual about it, there are a lot of things that are gonna manifest for you. Everything will be better. Your relationships are gonna be better. You know, um, you'll probably stop. Most likely you would already have the courage to continue to move forward with your life, and with a magician being here, alam mo yun, parang things will get better for you. Not just yung situation mo outside world, but also for yourself. You will start to chase your dreams. Pile number three, and with the magician card being here right underneath the ace of pentacles, this is really just a confirmation that something good is coming for you. You just really have to use your brain right now, and you really have to not just use your brain, but really go for it. Make that step to go towards where you want to be, and stop doubting yourself. Okay. Pile number three, ano pa ba? With the Nine of Wands being here, also, there is an advice for you to stop fearing things that haven't happened yet. You know, this being in conjunction with the Two of Swords, I will keep on saying indecision is also a decision. You cannot remain stuck where you are right now. You really have to move. You're not a tree. Okay? And the moment that you realize na parang, okay, um, you've always been logical. You've always been very analytical of your choices. And kung ano man yung mapagdesisyonan mo regarding this decision that you're in, pile number three, trust that it will be for the betterment of not just you but for all. Pero most, of course, most importantly, yourself. So if you're in a crappy job, use your head. What do you do? Move. Start applying. If you're in a crappy relationship, what will you do? You know, step away from that relationship. If you already love your job, what are you gonna do? Work harder at it. Wag mo nang parang isipin na parang, oh, I can't do it. Oh, it's not gonna turn out positively. Oh, I can't do this or whatsoever. Just believe in yourself, basically. Um, Pile number three, with the strength card being here, you're being reminded and you're being advised to believe in yourself and to trust that you yourself can give you all of these wonderful things. The moment that you trust, now you are capable and you are very able. Okay, so that's it. Pile number three. Thank you so much for staying with me. If you did like this video, please do give me a thumbs up. Comment down below if you want me to check on anything. Do follow me on Instagram and Facebook, Psyche Libertina, and also on TikTok, since I post daily short readings over there, right? So thank you again, pile number three, and I will see you on your next reading. Bye.